Jai Hind student, I am Dr. Anand Tyagi from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today I am deliver my lecture on the topic Euler's theorem. Euler's theorem is the one and most important theorem of the engineering mathematics and depend on the partial derivative. Today lecture I explain what is partial differentiation, what is the role of partial differentiation in engineering and technology, and how to obtain the partial derivative with respect to variable. Today contents are belongs to the differential calculus, and contents of the today lecture are introduction of the partial differentiation. First of all, I explain what is partial differentiation and what is the role of partial differentiation in engineering. And another is partial derivative, how to calculate partial derivative, how to calculate first order partial derivative, how to calculate second order partial derivative, and how to calculate partial derivative of higher order. Partial derivative play the most important role in maxima minima as well as Euler's theorem. And homogeneous function, I explain what is homogeneous function and what is the role of homogeneous function in partial derivative. And in the last I explain Euler's theorem, Euler's theorem, right? What is the role of Euler's theorem? This minimize the time for the calculation with the help of solving any type of problem, and example based on the above topic. And reference of the today lecture are E. Krasing, Advanced Engineering Mathematics, Marais de Weir, B.V. Ramanna, and B.S. Grewal. Student can any one of them as a reference. Now first of all I explain what is differentiation of a function, right? Let f be a function of x, that means y is equal to fx. Student study in the 12th level function what and category of the function, then dy over dx is represent fx plus h minus fx upon h and denoted by f dash x or dy over dx. In this way we can calculate the derivative, and this is known as the first principle of the derivative. Student study in the 12th level. So what will be the definition of the differentiation? Change in dependent variable with respect to independent variable is called differentiation, and this play the most important role when we calculate the partial derivative. In the same way we can say that, right, what will be the role of derivative here? Suppose y is the function of x and y is dependent on x, right? That means y is dependent variable and x is independent variable. So in this way we can say that, right, there are two types of variable, one of these dependent variable and another is independent variable. And how to calculate the area and how to calculate the volume of the any body by using the partial derivative. So I explain one by one, right? We calculate the area of the rectangular volume of the solid depend on the length, breadth, height. That means there are three variable, length, breadth and height, and there are only two variable, length and breadth. So in this way we can say that, right, in this way we can calculate the dependent variable and independent variable with respect to derivative. In the same way, right, by using the first principle, right, this is known as partial derivative of z with respect to x and denoted by fx. What will be the definition? That means change in x, right? If function contains more than one variable, then differentiation is called partial differentiation. That is the phenomena of today lecture, right? Del z over del x del y, limit k tends to 0, f change in y, that means derivative with respect to y. If change in x, that means derivative with respect to x, right? So that is called del z over del x and that is called del z over del y. In this way we can calculate the partial derivative of a function with respect to independent variable. In this way we can calculate the all derivative with respect to the independent variable, right? So this is the flow diagram of the today lecture. Suppose f is a function which contains three independent variable x, y, z, right? Suppose we want to calculate partial derivative with respect to x, then denoted by del f over del x and denoted by, right, fx. When we partial differentiation with respect to x, y and z will be constant, right? Similarly f del f over del y, that means differentiate f partially with respect to y keeping x and z are both are constant, right? And another is del f over del z, that means differentiate partially f with respect to z while x and y as a constant. So in this way we can calculate the partial derivative. Now next is partial derivative of two or more independent variable, and I explained in the previous slide how to calculate the partial derivative, and this is the partial derivative of u with respect to x keeping y and z as a constant. So this is known as del f over del x. I explained just now, right? In the same way del f over del y, right, x and z will be constant here, right? Same rule as just like a differentiation, but common difference in differentiation, there exists only one independent variable, and partial derivative, that means function contains more than one independent variable, right? In this way we can say that del f over del z with respect to z and x and y as a constant. So student, keeping in the mind when we solve the problem in future, so first of all we see that, right, how many independent variable in the function, and then take the decision how to calculate the derivative. Second and higher derivative of the partial derivative, right? Del u over del x is called first derivative of u with respect to x, del u over del y is the first derivative of u with respect to y, del u over del z is called first derivative with respect to z. In this way these are known as the partial derivative. Similarly, second order partial derivative play the most important role in maxima minima of three variable or two variable, right? In this way we can say that del 2u over del x square, right? In the same way, right, del u over del x square, this is known as the second derivative with respect to x, y and z. So in this way we can calculate the partial derivative with respect to x and y, right? In this way we can say that, right, what is the role of partial derivative, right? When we solve the problem of the maxima minima, this play the very most important role here, and this is the important role, right? Suppose we differentiate first with respect to x and then with respect to y, result will be same with respect to y and x. So student, keeping in the mind, this is very most important formula here for the second derivative, partial derivative, right? Geometric interpretation of the partial derivative. Suppose we have a function u and with two variable x and y, and another function is u with respect to x and y, right? That means this represent the area and this represent the volume, because there are three variables, suppose length, breadth and height. So with the help of this function we can calculate the partial derivative with respect to x and y and z. See, in the same way del u over del x is denoted by capital D or P, del u over del y is denoted by D dash, via or Q, and this is known as the del 2u over del x square, and this is known as the del 2u over del x square, and this is known as T. That means R, S, T play the most important role. So there are five concept. First is P, second is Q, R, S, T. These five postulate are known as five pandow of the partial derivative. Student, keeping in the mind when we solve the problem in the future, they play the most important role in our engineering and technology. How to calculate the second derivative, I explain one by one, right? Now consider a problem here. Suppose this is a problem, f is the function of two variable x and y, and our aim is calculate here this value, right? How to calculate? So first of all we differentiate f with respect to x in the same way just like a differentiation. So what will be the role here? We see that, right? So differentiation of this function with respect to x will be 2x, right, and xy with respect to x will be y, and y as a constant, so it will be 0 here. So in this way we can calculate the partial derivative of f with respect to x. In the same way we calculate, right, multiply x on both sides, so what will be the result here? 2x square plus yx, equation number 1 here, right? Because this is the aim, calculate x del f over del x. So in this way we can calculate the another postulate, del f over del y. That means differentiate f with respect to y, x as a constant. So what will be the differentiation? X square is 0 because x is a constant terms. Xy, right, differentiation of this with respect to y will be x here, and differentiation of y square is equal to 2y. So in this way we can calculate the partial derivative, and multiplying on both side by y, the result will be this. Adding both postulate, equation number first and second, we get this result, right? And what will be the conclusion here, right? Suppose this is our calculation, right? If we add this calculation, so result will be 2, and this is equal to f. So this is equal to 2f, right? Euler's theorem is depend on this method. without partial derivative we can calculate by the Euler's theorem within 10 seconds or 1 minute, right? How to calculate I explain in the today lecture, and this is the problem based on the partial derivative. Now another problem is, suppose z is equal to sin inverse x upon y is a function, right, and we calculate x del z over del x, right, and y del z over del x with the help of the partial differentiation. So we see that z contains two variables here, x and y. So first of all we calculate here del z over del x, right, sin inverse x 1 upon under root 1 minus x square minus y square, right, x upon y is x, 1 upon x. So this will be the calculation of this y square minus x square and cancel out, right. In the same way we calculate multiply by x on both sides. So the equation number first is the result over here, right. In the same way exactly we differentiate z with respect to y and calculate this result and multiply on both sides by y. So result will be this. Suppose we adding first and second here, so what will be the conclusion, right? That is the very beautiful result here, right? Del z over x del z over del x is equal to 0. We can calculate this problem directly by using the Euler's theorem I explained, right, without any calculation, right. Another problem is based on the partial derivative log 10x plus 10z and is equal to prove that sin 2x del u over del. So first of all we calculate del u over del x here. So what will be the del u over del x here? So first of all we see that differentiate u with respect to x here. So what will be the conclusion here? So log is 1 upon 10x plus 10y plus 10z and differentiation of 10x is equal to sec square x, 10y is 0 and 10z. So this is the conclusion of the del u over del x, multiplying on both sides by sin 2x here. So sin 2x multiply by sin 2x here, right, and sec square x is already here, right. So what will be the conclusion here? Sin 2x is equal to 2 sin x into cos x, right, and sec square x is equal to 1 upon cos square x, cos x cancel out and result will be 2 tan u here. So in this way we can write here directly without any calculation tan u, right. In the same way similarly we can say that this is the equation number second and this is the equation number third. Suppose we add all these terms, so what will be the conclusion here? The conclusion is there, right, 10x plus 10y is calculated and result will be 2 here. So in this way we can calculate the given problem with the help of the partial derivative, right. We consider the another problem. Suppose here x square tan inverse y upon x minus y square tan inverse x upon y, then show that, right, del 2 u over del x del y is equal to x square minus y square upon x square plus y square. So first of all we consider here function u, right, differentiate with respect to x here or y here, right. So y with respect to y differentiation tan inverse x, student know the formula of the tan inverse x, 1 upon 1 plus x square. So I write here, and y upon x is equal to 1 upon x, x square is the constant term here, right, and apply this formula. We can calculate here the conclusion of the this problem is this, right. In the same way we can calculate the postulate of the second derivative del u over del x with respect to this form, right. We calculate this and result will be this. So how to calculate, and adding of these terms we can calculate the problem of the given partial derivative. In this way we can calculate the another problem. If u is equal to sin inverse x upon y is equal plus tan inverse, in the same way first of all we calculate here del u over del x and multiply on both sides by x plus del u over del y and multiply on both sides by y. This problem can be solved by using the Euler's theorem directly without any calculation. So student we solve this problem as a assignment, right. Suppose we have another problem to solve the problem by using the partial derivative, then how to calculate the result here? This is the another problem, how to calculate the result. Suppose f is a function, right, and phi is also a function of xy and f is a function of xy. How to calculate del 2z over del x square is equal to a square del 2z over del y square. I see, and this is the very beautiful problem, and we solve the step by step here. So first of all we calculate here del z over del x here. So I write f dash this, right, and differentiation of x plus y is 1 here, and side dash x minus ay is equal to 1 here. In this way we can calculate the partial derivative with respect to y here. So with respect to y differentiation is there, with respect to the differentiation a y is a constant here, right. To calculate the second derivative with respect to x. So when we solve this problem with respect to x, so second derivative will be f double dash x plus ay plus psi double dash x minus ay. In this way we can calculate the second derivative, right, with respect to y. In this way, suppose we wants to calculate adding on both sides, because our aim is this, right, this is the proof of our aim. Then how to calculate the result we see very carefully, and this will be the result. In this way we can calculate the partial derivative with respect to the another variable. This is the another problem to solve the partial derivative. So in this way we can calculate the problem by using the partial differentiation. And this is the another problem, right, x raised to the power x, right, y raised to the power y and z raised to the power z is equal to c. Then how to calculate this proof? So first of all, because there exists a function raised to the power function, so first of all we take the logarithm here. Student study in the 12th level, when function raised to the power function, so when we solve taking by the logarithm. So first of all we consider here taking the logarithm on both sides. So x log x plus y log y and plus z log z is equal to log c, and differentiate z with respect to x here. So first of all I calculate here with the help of this problem and calculate del z over del x. In the same way del z over del y will be the this, right. Now our aim is calculate the second derivative first of all with respect to x, and then y calculate, and our aim is calculate this results the second derivative with respect to y here. So in this way we can calculate the result will be this, and value of this result will be 1 upon 1 plus log x z ka whole square and del z over del x, and put up the value of del z over del x is this, and what will be the conclusion here we see very carefully. So result will be this, at the place of x y z we put up the our calculation and calculate the our proof, and this is the proof of this function. And now I explain what is homogeneous function. A function in which degree of each terms is same, that is known as the homogeneous function. In this way, suppose I want to calculate degree of this term is equal to n, degree of this term is equal to n, and degree of this term is equal to n, and degree of this term is equal to n. So we can say that this is a homogeneous function of degree n. Suppose I write a function x cube plus y cube is equal plus x square y, right. This is a function homogeneous or not? So we just verify it. Degree of this term is 3, and degree of this term is also 3, and degree of this term is also 3. So we can say that this is a homogeneous function with degree 3 with variable x and y. So we can say that we can calculate the directly without any using the calculation by Euler's theorem. I explained just now, right. So what is the statement of Euler's theorem? I explain one by one here, right. Suppose I write a function z is equal to these terms, right. This is the function of degree n, this is the degree of n, and this is degree of n, right. We can say that this is a homogeneous function of degree n in variable x and y. Suppose we consider here x raised to the power n is a common, then what will be the conclusion here? This is the function of y upon x, and this is the homogeneous function. So we can say that this is the standard formula to convert any function. The function will be in homogeneous form. Student, keeping in the mind when we solve the problem in future, so this play the very most important role, right. So this is a standard form of the homogeneous function, right, with degree n in n and y, right. So this is known as the homogeneous function with degree n and with variable y and z. In the same way, right, I explain here, right, Euler's theorem or of for homogeneous function. So I explain what is homogeneous function, a function in which degree of each term is same, homogeneous function. How to apply the Euler's theorem? The statement of Euler's theorem is that if z is a function of x and y, homogeneous function in degree n, then value of x del z over del x plus y del z over del y is equal to nz. N is the degree and z is the function. Suppose I want to calculate x square plus y square plus xy, right, is the function z, right, and what will be the result of these terms? We can calculate directly without any using any calculation of partial derivative. So we can calculate it, right? So result will be degree of this function is equal to 2, that means 2z. So this is the beauty of the Euler's theorem. Without any calculation we can solve the partial derivative problem by using the Euler's theorem or Euler's theorem. So in this way we can calculate our result, right? First of all we prove this theorem. So suppose z is a homogeneous function of degree n in variable x and y, then that means it can be written in the form of this I explained just now, right? To differentiate partially with respect to x. So what will be the conclusion here? There exists a product rule, x raised to the power n differentiation is n x raised to the power n minus 1, and this function is as it is, plus the x raised to the power n as it is, and differentiation of f y over del x is equal to f dash y upon x and minus y upon x square. So in this way we can calculate here, right, one by one and solve the problem here step by step, right? So this is the x del z over del x is equal to n x raised to the power n f y upon x, and this will be the our equation number second. Suppose I wants to calculate in this way the second derivative, right, with respect to y here. So what will be the conclusion here? So differentiation of equation number 1 with respect to y, x raised to the power n is a constant as it is, and differentiation of fy is f dash y upon x, and y upon x is equal to 1 upon x here. So in this way we multiplying on both side by y, and result will be this. So we adding second and third equation, so we obtain the conclusion of this result. Left hand side is this is the requirement, and this is the portion of the left hand side, and this is the right hand side. So this will be cancel out, this term is cancel out, right? And what will be the conclusion here? So conclusion, this is equal to z by equation number first here, right? So we can say that, right, result of Euler's theorem, x del z over del x plus y del z over del y is equal to nz. So in this way we can calculate our problem by using the Euler's theorem. Suppose I consider here, right, a problem f is equal to x square plus xy plus y square and calculate this result. So this result can be obtained with the calculation of partial derivative and with the help of Euler's theorem, right? In the previous slide I solved this problem with the help of partial derivative. Now I solve this with the Euler's theorem. So first of all we see that what is the degree of this term, and this is a homogeneous or not. So this is a homogeneous function with degree 2, so I write here degree 2, right? So what will be the conclusion of the Euler's theorem? X del y over del x del f over del x plus y del f over del y is equal to nf. N is the degree 2 and the result will be 2f. So without any calculation we can calculate the value of this function, right? If fx is not a homogeneous function, then how to calculate? So first of all we reduce it into homogeneity form and then calculate this problem by using this formula. This is the resultant of the Euler's theorem. We calculate this, right, and by using this formula we can calculate the result. Suppose I take a consider here, right, x is the problem here, x is the problem here, suppose y square. So we can say that this is not a homogeneous function. So first of all we reduce it into homogeneous function and then calculate the value. Suppose I consider here, right, z is equal to sin inverse x upon n, and I cannot take the decision this is a homogeneous or not. So first of all we consider here sin z is equal to x upon y, right, and this is the homogeneous function with degree 0, right? So in this way we can calculate the problem and solve the problem. So by using this formula we can calculate the result with the help of the Euler's theorem. So first of all I consider here sin z is equal to u here and x upon y, and right here in this is the standard form of the formula, and we can say that degree of this function is equal to 0 and fu is equal to sin z here. So what will be the conclusion here? And by using this formula we can calculate degree of this is equal to 0, right? So this will be the 0. So in this way we can calculate the homogeneous function and without homogeneous function. So in this way we can calculate the problem by using directly, right? Another problem, u is equal to sin inverse x square plus y square upon x plus y, and show that this. So this is the part of the Euler's theorem, x del f over del x plus y del f over. First of all we calculate the degree of these terms. How to calculate? So first of all sin goes to this side and this will be equal to sin u, and first of all we take that x square is common here. So this will be the 1 plus y square upon x square, and x is the common here, right? So x is 1 plus y upon x here, right? So we can say that this is the function of y upon x. I write here x square cancel out, this is the function. That means we can say that degree of this function is 1 and this is a homogeneous function of y upon x, and calculate directly by using the formula. Fu is equal to sin u and degree is equal to 1, then we put up the value of this formula, right? This is known as the Euler's formula, right? N is equal to 1 and Fu is equal to sin u, and differentiation of Fu is equal to cos u, that means result will be tan u. So in this way, without any calculation, we can calculate the partial derivative with the help of the Euler's theorem. We consider the another problem and some important deduction from the Euler's theorem, right? So first of all, we see that, right, this is the homogeneous function with degree, and Euler's theorem is this. Suppose right, second order Euler's theorem. So this is the second order Euler's theorem of a function with degree n. Student, keeping in the mind when we solve the problem for the second order, so we can use directly, right? If z is a not homogeneous, then how to calculate the formula? This is the order 1, right? In the same way, for the second order Euler's formula is this. So in this way we can calculate with the help of the Euler's theorem, right, the Gu, and where Gu is equal to n Fu over f dash u, and this is the Gu, right? So in this way we can calculate the second derivative. We consider a problem here. So suppose we consider here, this is the problem here, and prove that this. So first of all, we see that given function is homogeneous or not. So first of all, we reduce into homogeneous form and calculate the second second order. For the second order, first of all we calculate the first order and then apply the formula. We see very carefully. So cosec x is equal to this. Cosec x goes to this side. That means cosec u is equal to this, and this is the function of fz. We can say that function of fu. How to take the decision here? So first of all, we calculate here degree of this term. So first of all, we take the x raised to the power 1 by 4 here common, right, and x raised to the power 1 by 6 is common here, and this is the function of y upon x. We can say that, right, and x raised to the power, take the consider here 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 6, and take the LCM. We can calculate the degree of these terms, and degree of these terms will be, right, here degree of these terms will be here, calculate the very easily calculate with the help of the these terms. So degree of these terms will be here, right. Now we can say that degree of these terms is equal to 1 by 12 by the using the Euler's theorem. So right, using this formula n Fu over f dash u here. So 1 upon 12 cosec u, and cosec u into cot u, this is cancel out, and what will be the result here? Minus 1 by 12 tan u, and this is known as Gu. I write here Gu, and apply the second order derivative here. By the using the second order derivative, we see that formula is Gu g dash u minus 1, right. So I explain here, right, 1 minus 1 upon 12 tan u as it is, and derivative of g dash u is equal to minus 1 by 12 and sec square u and minus 1. In this way we can calculate the result of this problem and calculate the Euler's theorem. So today lecture I explain what is the role of the Euler's theorem and how to calculate the Euler's theorem with the help of the this. So today lecture, if a student have any problem, so they can contact me, and summary of the today lecture is the partial derivative and Euler's theorem. By using the Euler's theorem, we can calculate the easily and with minimum time, and Euler's theorem play the most important role when we solve the problem of the maxima minima and the expansion of the function for the derivative. If a student have any problem, so they can contact me my WhatsApp number. I will try to solve their problem. Thank you all of you. Jai Hind.